Hey everyone, it's Angela with Mystic Moon, bringing you guys the weekly soul connection reading. And so this is going to be for today's date, which is a Monday, February 3rd, going all the way until Sunday, February 9th. So this could be for any kind of a soul connection, twin flame, soulmate, however you resonate with this particular person. And just as usual, take what resonates with you and get rid of what doesn't. So today is special because I have my friend Michele from Wing and Bell. A lot of you guys know her. She produces all of the orgonites that I use here on my channel. Anyway, she's here visiting from Florida, here in Arizona. So I thought it would be a great time for us to just collaborate today and do this reading. Now, Michele's not a reader, but I thought it would be fun to let her choose a number in order to give her some messages on a special soul connection that she's feeling with someone. And I'm actually going to choose a number 2 for myself. And so you guys can choose, of course, any of the numbers that just feel like it resonates with you. So even though she's choosing 1, I'm choosing 2, those messages can still speak to you guys, but I thought it would be kind of interactive today. So Michelle's going to go ahead and tell you guys what are in these or in these
nude torsos.
Thank you. I'm like, I want to say what they are properly.
So for number 1, which is my number, we have the rose quartz and then the citrine. And all of these pieces also have quartz and then metal in them. Beautiful. And then these are the pieces that I made for Angela. This is, of course, the Mystic Moon nude, and it has all the contents that she chose for her pyramid, which is aquamarine, celestite, aqua aura, and then I made this for her because I love her, and it's called For the Love of Angela.
I love that one.
I do too. And this has red coral, hematite, and black obsidian. And then for the card number 3, this one is amethyst and quartz, and this one is moonstone and quartz.
Love it. So basically these just go together. So 1, 2, or 3, just choose however it resonates for you. We'll put those timestamps down below. And as well as all the cards that I'm going to be using here today will be listed down below. And I'll let you guys know what I'm using as I shuffle each deck. So what we're going to do, rather than stopping the video and having to edit it, we're just going to basically move to the other side of the table. And so that way you guys can just see the cards rather than us having to hold everything up. So just excuse us for a minute to get situated. I'll be right back. This is already not going well. Okay, let me just put it down real quick.
That's perfect.
Okay, that works. Awesome. So that way you guys can see the cards. Okay. And then just go ahead and put those down in front. Perfect.
Awesome.
Okay. All right, you guys. So if you guys chose number 1, that's what we're going to start off with, okay? So number 1 are these guys here, right?
Yes.
Okay, perfect. So Michele, I'm going to basically just kind of be talking to her about her soul connection again. You guys can resonate with those messages as well. It's just going to be fun, though, to do an actual reading for my good friend.
I'm really excited.
Yeah.
It's been a while since I got to read.
Yeah, look at how, oh my God, they look so amazing. Look at them all lined up like that.
They do. It's really pretty.
Yeah, really pretty.
It. Thank you so much.
Yeah, so I'm going to go ahead and put these to the side, just like this. And we'll put them right here, tuck them away.
Perfect.
And so that way we can line the cards up really nice. Okay. Oh, also I got my nails done, you guys. Woo, it's only been months. Okay, so the very first thing that we're gonna do, I have created an outline. So if you chose number 1, let's go ahead and follow the outline and see what's going on with your soul connection. So these soul connections tend to be for those of you that are in some sort of a separation or challenge with this particular person, okay? So yeah, looks like the camera's just a little off, but you know, it is what it is, right?
Yes, it's perfect.
All right. In other words, shut the fuck up. Okay, so what is the current vibe of this soul connection, okay? So the deck that I chose for this is going to be from Aqua Moonlight. It's called the Untold Truths of the Heart Oracle, okay? So we're just gonna shuffle these. So Michele, really focus on your soul connection. Okay. What is the current vibe of this soul connection? I'm going to grab 3 cards. We have apprehensive, guarded, cautious, afraid. Does that sound accurate?
100%, and you know it does.
All right, what else? We have pretend, mask, exaggeration, bluff. Damn. Okay. Established, family, triumph, security.
All of them resonate.
Absolutely.
Yes.
So yeah, what I'm picking up on is that obviously these are 2 people that are very apprehensive, kind of wearing a mask, maybe even putting on, like exaggerating that they're perhaps doing better than they really are. But they could very well be already established in other relationships. And so that's just something, you know, to consider as well. If you've already have an established foundation or situation with somebody else, you may not be, you know, as apt to go after this connection or to make contact. And so people are just kind of, you know, guarding themselves, maybe pretending that they don't care about this person when maybe they really do. So that's interesting, huh?
Yes, I love it.
Okay, so that is basically the overall energy, the current vibe of this connection. So both people are in this energy. It's not just one person. And there you have it. But I feel like there's also an established connection here. There's a foundation of this particular connection. It's already been established. I'm also getting that it's been established very much deep in the past, but maybe even in another lifetime as well. So I'm really picking up on this, like you've come into this life. You may have other relationships, but there's an established connection that's already been formed, and it's kind of like you can't understand it. You can't put words. You can't like put it into words. You just feel it. So that's what we're getting. All right, you guys, so let's take a look and see what is the energy towards each other at this particular time. So this right here is my deck. It's called Spirits of Darkness and Light.
Ready?
So how does the person watching this video, Michele in this case, feel about the person she's thinking of? What is the energy that she has towards this person? Zombie spirit, control, empty, submissive. That's very interesting. Okay, so, you know, what's kind of interesting here is it might feel like somebody feels like they lose control perhaps, or maybe they're afraid of losing control. They also feel like maybe there isn't enough meat to this connection. There might be a little bit of an emptiness. Is it real? Is it not real? Is there anything really there? Okay, so there's that energy here. That's also how she might see this person, though, as somebody who's just kind of going along with life, being pulled by strings, being controlled by something. Interesting. All right, how does this person feel about the viewer? Ooh, interesting. We have burden, hardship, and lessons. So, you know, this to me shows that both of these people in this connection, it's almost like they feel very burdened and very heavy with this connection. But I'm getting here that they also feel drawn to it because it feels very familiar. There's something very established already.
Completely makes sense.
Wow, okay. So burden, hardships, lessons. This has definitely been a connection that has tested somebody. And it's definitely tested you guys to the point where it's become even maybe too hard. And when things get too tough, sometimes it's just easier to let go. That's what I'm getting. Wow. Okay. So the current energy I feel of this connection as well as towards each other is kind of strained. So maybe people are just kind of keeping a safe distance. Makes sense? What is the behavior that is blocking this connection? A current shadow. Let's take a look. This is my Twin Flame Shadows cards. What is a shadow that is affecting this connection, or a behavior that is blocking this connection? One-sided. Interesting. Ooh. So this just means that one person is willing to put effort into it and maybe the other person is not. Maybe one person feels like they care for one person and the other person, this goes both ways though. One person might feel this way, the other person might feel that way, and neither one of them know each other feels that way. That's what I'm picking up on.
Wow.
Both people feel like the other person isn't feeling what they're feeling. Okay, so this right here will put you in an insecure state where neither one of you will try. Neither one of you will really try to do anything about this connection. So I just feel like this connection is at a standstill right now. Yeah. And people may have chalked it up to, you know, it's just too much effort. Too much effort in this life. Yep. Okay, so where's the connection at currently in its cycle or journey? So we're going to go ahead and go into, these are Anthea Sparks cards. These are called the Reclaim Your Power Oracle cards. And we're going to combine them with my Twin Flame Oracle. Oops. What is the overall energy here where this connection is at currently in its cycle of growth on this journey? Fifth dimension. That makes sense to me because this just means these are two people that aren't really physically together in the physical world. It's kind of like their connection and their love and all of their energy is in another, like in another realm. Very interesting. Protected love, king of protection. Interesting. What I'm getting here is that the masculine energy here in this particular relationship, and I'm really getting more of like the male in the situation, hasn't let go of this connection. Hasn't let go of this connection. There's something special about this connection that he protects. But again, he's also protecting himself against this love because he knows that it has the ability to hurt him. So he protects himself from it.
100%.
There you are, Queen of Romance here. Yeah. Now the Queen of Romance, though, as much as she feels this romance with this connection, she, you know, may have commitment elsewhere. You know, there may be an established energy somewhere else. But there's also an energy here of commitment to, it's almost like these two people before they came into this dimension, I know I'm going to get a little deep here, have made this commitment with one another. Their souls have made a contract to come into this lifetime and to also kind of like look after one another in some kind of strange way.
I like that.
That's interesting. Okay. It's made of the stars. It's a star-crossed lover. It's a star. It's a divine connection. Okay.
I believe that.
Yeah. So it's a higher soul connection, twin flame soulmate, you know, however you want to resonate with that. But it's definitely made up the stars. And I'm getting, of course, with this fifth dimension in the stars, you guys could literally, again, another like wacky thing to say, you guys are coming from, you know, like another planet coming here into Earth and just kind of, there's just some kind of energy that's very cosmic. Yeah. Wow. Okay.
Thank you.
Yes. Well, we're not done yet.
Oh.
Okay. So now what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and go into this energy here of what is the biggest energetic influence. So these influences could of course come from other people, or it could come from spirit. So this again is my Spirits of Darkness and Light Divination deck. One energy here. Spirit of Alchemy, interesting. Manifest, we have skill and transmutation. So the biggest energetic influence is what people want to do. If you want to create something in this connection, the energy is available to you. So if people are not participating and wanting to put in the effort towards it, it won't go anywhere. But if people really want to create something to happen, it will happen. It's up to the individuals. So free will is definitely a hand here. Makes sense? All right. So it's like, you know, it's there for you if you really want it.
Really want it.
Yeah, really want it. It's there. Okay. Let's take a look here and see what is your person holding back with words and thoughts about you. What do they want to share with you right now? This right here is the Naked Flame Healing Messages from Angelic Revelation 144. What does this person want to say that they're holding back? They could say anything right now, what would it be? Please find it in your heart to forgive me.
Aww.
Energetically, you are pushing me away with your anger and resentment. I am sorry I hurt you, my love. Wow. You know, again, so the beginning of the reading talked about somebody being apprehensive and protecting themselves. This king is really sorry for anything that they may have caused as far as pain is concerned. But they feel energetically something coming from you that maybe you have not 100% forgiven them, or that you're not completely over resentment or anger towards them. That's interesting.
Yeah.
So that affects things, is what I'm getting
It does, for sure.
Yep. It affects the connection. Okay, so let's now take a look and get the energies of signs from spirit that are leading the way. So we're going to go into my signs from spirit love oracle that are leading the way. Squeeze the pattern.
Love all the kitties.
Yep. Cupid. That's That's interesting. What I'm getting here, of course, there's something going on in February because I relate, you know, Cupid to Valentine's Day. So there's something significant about maybe February. Names and energy alignment. So this just tells me that you might be seeing this person's name or speaking to this person in the month of February. And we have hat. This is interesting. You're such a hat girl.
I totally am.
But there's like roles. So it might be that you guys find yourself playing different roles this time around. But the fact that we have Cupid, love, and desire, it's kind of like the energy. Spirit is aligning the two of you to at least have some sort of conversation is what I'm getting here. And you might be playing different roles this time. It may not be the roles that it was once before. So you have an opportunity to basically be different.
I would love that.
Yeah.
I think that's beautiful.
It is.
Yes.
Absolutely. All right, last message, you guys. So we're going to get some messages from Spirit, some advice for this connection. So we're going to be using the Messages of Love Oracle cards by All Things Intuitive and When Spirit Speaks by Heather Florona, Nina, medium on
I love her.
Yeah.
I've made a couple pieces for her.
Oop. Abundance. So you've done the work, abundance flows to you now. Okay, so advice from Spirit is saying here that you've done a lot of work on yourself. And so the benefits that you're, like the rewards are definitely going to be coming to you. You're going to see the rewards or the payoff of all the hard work that you've done on yourself. Okay, so that's what this has to do with. Yeah. Oh, wow. Okay. What I'm getting here is that anything that you have held on to that's hardened you, because whenever I see the black roads, that's to me is like tragic romance. So anything negative that has happened within this particular connection, you've done a lot of work on yourself. So you've really become more softened. Okay. Your softened energy will actually help to, your softened energy is actually going to help this connection. And the only reason that I'm saying that is because of this. This person perceives you still in this energy. Doesn't mean that that's the energy that you're giving to them, but there's something about your energy that like they might sense or feel like you're still holding on to some old energy. So when you release it on your own, it actually helps to flow things in this connection.
Yeah, I've definitely released the anger.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
So it actually helps to bring this back into alignment in a very positive way. And it doesn't mean that it has to be romantically. It could just very much be very healed and friendship. That's beautiful.
I love it.
Yeah, that was really good. So you guys, like I said, you may resonate with those messages as well. So hopefully you guys like that style. So now we're going to go ahead and move on into number 2, okay? All right, so if you guys chose number 2, this is the pile that I chose just for fun. So let's go ahead and get into it. There we go. Okay, so let's take a look and see what is the current vibe of the soul connection. We have pride. People got too much fucking pride. Clarity, honesty, intention, and truth. And we have consequences. Interesting. Karma, destiny, cause, and effect. Okay, so what I'm getting here for those of you that chose number 2, the current vibe in this connection right now is it's very clear. Okay, it's very clear how this person feels about you. It's very clear how you feel about them. But the thing is, people's pride and ego are very much, closing them off to trying to even go forward with this connection. Any kind of reaching out, any kind of taking a chance, anything that would, basically get this wheel moving again is going to have consequences. So people are holding back is what I'm getting here with this one. Okay. But something has happened as far as a karmic debt. A karmic debt has played a major role in this connection. So certain cause and effect, certain things that have taken place have happened. And now that these cycles have completed themselves, it's like people are now starting to figure out, they're starting to see something much more clearly. But again, somebody's pride and ego is still standing in the way. So I just feel like this connection is stuck. It's like both people, neither one of them are going to budge. Neither one of them are going to turn that wheel. The consequence is letting your guard down and getting hurt, and nobody's interested in that. So it's a stalemate. It's kind of like number 1 in a way, a little bit. So that is the current vibe of this connection. What is the energy that people have towards one another? So You, the viewer, what is the energy that you have towards your person currently? Oh, 2 want to come out on this one. Okay, again, you may want to make communication. You may actually be typing a fucking letter, literally, okay? Right? And then you just erase it, you never send it, right? You just don't. And then we have spirit of end. Somebody's resentful, somebody's discontent with this disconnection. They're freaking miserable and they might be wanting to reach out. But again, that ego and pride is really stopping from someone from reaching out and doing something. Interesting. How's your person's energy towards you currently? Oh, see, there's that line again. Again. You know this too. So I feel like you might be picking up on your person's pride and ego, and that's why you're kind of like, no, I'm not going to do it either. It's a standoff. The 2 of you are in a standoff right now. I feel like both of you do want to communicate. Both of you guys are miserable, but the thing is no one's going to do anything first. I'm also getting too that somebody demands respect, kind of like, you're going to come towards them first before they come towards you. They might feel like that's something that is necessary. So that is interesting. So let's take a look and get the energy here of what behavior is blocking this connection. Exactly. No one's doing shit. No one is going to do anything. So unfortunately, people's ego and refusal to take any kind of action is going to create a whole bunch of nothing for this connection. So that makes total sense. So now let's take a look and get the energy of where the connection is at currently on its cycle or its journey. So we're going to get an overall energy with this. Where's the soul connection at currently on its cycle or journey? Oh, interesting. People might be watching each other on social media, checking things out. Not really making any kind of contact or speaking, but they're certainly checking people out. So there's that. Look at that, Prince of Ego. Somebody's ego is sabotaging the hell out of this connection. It could be your person, it could be you, or it could be a little bit of both. I'm really feeling, though, it's both people because we got pride and ego and the spirit of the lion. Yes, your person did get the lion, so it might be a little bit more on their side, but I just feel like both people's egos are too fragile and they're not willing to basically take a risk or a chance. Look at that. But people are in pain and they feel powerless. They feel powerless on what to do. What do I do? So all they can really do is kind of sit back and just watch and just kind of question. Maybe they're looking for more clarity. Maybe they are very clear, but again, they're still not willing to take a risk. It's too painful. They can't risk the pain of this connection again. Runner chaser, look at that. Role reversal, it might be that somebody before decided that they were done with this or stopped talking or ghosted or blocked or whatever, and then all of a sudden now, maybe you guys came back together and then the roles changed and now all of a sudden you're the person that's blocking and you're the one that's running. So there's some sort of a role reversal here. So where you guys are at in the connection and on your journey, it just seems like it's really strained at this point. So some strained energies are coming through for all the connections so far. But with number 1, if you guys chose number 1, because you guys could choose more than one, at least there was a little bit of a happier ending for number 1. So we'll see with this one, you guys. Remember, these are just the energies of right now. This can shift and change as early as tomorrow. Okay, so let's take a look and get the energies here of the biggest energetic influence, either from other people or from spirit. Spirit of the cat, fanciful, curious. Again, there is some kind of curious nature going on here, but people feel better off alone and independent. Okay, I'm also getting like that's what the universe is trying to influence people in this energy, like a cat, almost like celebrating that independence, but at the same time, kind of asking yourself why or asking yourself questions and kind of doing a little bit of an investigation. So it's kind of like maybe there's certain things, reading between the lines or kind of figuring things out behind the scenes before actually making a move. That could be helpful in the situation. That's what I'm getting. So it's not bad. All right, so let's take a look now and get the energy here. What is your person holding back, word-wise? I consciously send you telepathic messages. You can ask me anything and I will respond in truth. So you could be having conversations in your mind with this particular person, okay? And so they're also, like, if you're picking up on certain energy or you have a dream about this person is really sending you energy, and vice versa, goes both ways. So if there's something that you want to communicate to your person, it doesn't mean they're going to pick up those exact words, but they can pick up on energy. So I feel like there's a lot of telepathic communication between the two of you. So they're literally asking you to send them something, is what I'm seeing here. So if you can't speak to this person in person, you may be able to send them telepathically what you're wanting to say for healing. So that's beautiful. All right, let's get some energies now of the signs from Spirit leading the way at this point for this connection. Incubation, this to me tells me that this connection is not ready. It's not ready at this point to basically, move to the next phase. So this incubation period is just still very necessary. And so that's what Spirit is kind of like. If you're feeling hesitant, if you're feeling maybe not called to make a move, there might be a reason. Yep, you're being protected by the white light. So this right here is just angels very present. That basically, I'm also getting to, it might be perhaps maybe spring. Spring may bring some sort of new energy in this connection. So continue to just rely on your angels, energy signs that you see from Spirit. Beautiful. And continue to just take care of yourself is what I'm seeing. Really nourish yourself. If this connection has gotten to a point where you feel like you're in constant pain, you feel like you're losing yourself, it is Spirit's way of telling you to protect yourself with that white light, to put yourself into more of a pure, safety net of light. Sometimes things that aren't happening, it's like a rejection for your protection. So just kind of go with the flow on this one, you guys, and just ask your angels and Spirit to be your guide on that. The bottom of the deck, I don't know why I usually don't do this, but what I'm getting here is this, jealousy. I feel like if there is any kind of negativity, we've got a lot of ego with this one. People are still not over the shit. So it might not be the right time to try to move forward, make any big moves. So take Spirit's lead, and that just means take care of yourself, nourish yourself, let this egg cook a little bit longer. It's not time. All right, let's close up the reading with some last messages from Spirit as far as advice is concerned for the connection. Love it. Third eye. So again, a lot of telepathy, a lot of inner knowing, trusting your intuition on this one, okay? That's what I'm getting here. A lot of telepathic communication is what I see too. It's almost like you can see the truth, even though what you might be seeing, let's just say online, social media, it seems like someone is fine. Don't take that as total proof that, you know what I mean? Like there's something deeper going on. There's something definitely deeper going on. So try not to take things at face value. Yep, look, patience. Everything will unfold as it should in divine timing. So again, this connection is not ready to come together. This connection is not ready to move forward at this time. So it is about being okay with that. It is about just being in that energy of nourishing yourself and trusting your intuition and trusting Spirit and letting that be your guide with this particular connection. Totally resonates for me and the person I was thinking about, so we're good to go. All right, you guys. Hope you enjoyed that. If it didn't resonate, you guys can pick a different number. So now we're going to move on into number 3. All right, guys, so if you chose a number 3, let's go ahead and get your messages. So let's get the overall energy of this connection, the overall vibe. Longing, aching, pining past love. And these two. We have unconditional innocence, support, whole heart, and we also have sidetrack, delays, distractions, and change. So it might be that 2 people or 1 person is longing for the other, right? And it's definitely in this energy of unconditional, meaning like people may just love this person. They don't really have any kind of explanation. There might have been some stuff that has happened, delays, distractions, changes, things that have taken you off track with this person. But the thing is, you still feel this pure energy connected to this individual. So that's the current vibe of this connection. I'm getting here that the advice right off the bat is, as long as your energy is unconditional, you don't expect anything from this person, you can really prevent a lot of this pining and this aching and this pain that you might be in. This also hanging on to someone and thinking about them and obsessing them and missing them so much can also delay the connection. It can also prevent the energy from flowing to you. So that's something that's wanting to be said right off the bat as well. All right. So let's get into the energy here of what is their energy towards you and your energy towards them. Okay, so your energy towards them, again, we've got spirit of the heart, identity, vibration, soul essence. So, I mean, you really feel connected to this individual. You feel there's some kind of heart connection that you have with them. It's very unconditional. You might get to a point, though, every now and then where the longing or the pining or the separation becomes really intense for you, and that might sidetrack you. But I am getting here that you may have been connected to this person for quite some time, so you've had a lot of time under your belt to basically, you know, kind of find yourself and do your own healing in the meantime. Your person's energy towards you. Spirit of the apple, we have test, offer, temptation. So I feel like your person is kind of still, you know, they're tempted, of course, to come towards you. It's a tempting offer. And some of you may be kind of going back and forth with this individual, but I feel like they have a lot of tests, so they have some things that they still need to get through in order for the two of you to come together in a successful way. So I feel like there's a little bit of a delay on their part. It's kind of like you're good and ready to go, but your person is still kind of trying to figure out certain trials and tribulations. But they are definitely tempted to come towards you. They're drawn towards you like that apple. It's very tempting. That's beautiful. Okay, so now let's get the energy here of the behavior that is blocking this connection. Robotic, interesting. I feel like this is a mask. I feel like people are just kind of in that work mode where they feel a lot, but they're not willing to basically act like they are. So I feel like that's a mask here that both people wear. They're just kind of like working. They're just going with the flow. They're just kind of doing them, which isn't necessarily a bad thing, but it might be to each other. It seems like neither person or they're hard or they don't care. I'm just getting here that this is just an ego. It's just a mask. So if you find your person to be robotic, kind of cold, kind of disconnected, this is a defense mechanism. I'm just getting mechanisms with all those mechanisms. It's a defense mechanism, and this is, you know, kind of putting someone off. So you might feel like the other person doesn't really care, but I'm getting that's not the case, okay? So let's take a look and see where is the connection at currently in its cycle or on this journey. Okay, so these all wanted to pop out, so I'm going to just take them as a sign. We have the answer is yes. We have, okay, beautiful. What I'm getting immediately here is that you may have had to let this person go in order to work on yourself, or vice versa, or for both of you. In order to kind of contemplate what it is that you want, the answer is yes. So through your self-worth, through feeling better, through releasing this partnership or this connection or any expectation that you have on it, it's allowed the both of you to have the time that you've needed under your belt in order to, you know, work on yourself and figure out what it is that you want with this connection. So I feel like a separation may have done this connection good. So if you're in that separation, that might be the best thing for you at this time. Somebody's worked on themselves. I'm actually getting it's both people, not just one. Really taking a good freaking look in the mirror and faced your darkest fears, dark night of the soul, victim mentality. I'm also getting too that you might have blamed this person for a lot of your issues or your problems, or your person may have either blamed you or other people in their lives for their problems. So again, people are looking in the mirror and going, you know what? They're taking responsibility for their crap. That's what I'm seeing here. So there's a lot of mirror work going on, shadow work. High Priestess, intuition. I feel like this is probably more of the feminine, and maybe this masculine, this connection is a couple of steps behind. But I do feel like this is both happening for both people. And we have love and desire. And again, what it does is that it gives people the opportunity to really figure out, what do I want? Now that I'm feeling good, now that I'm no longer feeling like such a victim, people can really contemplate what they do love and desire. Do they really want to be together? Is this a connection that they really want to invest in? So there's a lot of contemplation that's happening right now. I feel like there's a separation between the two of you. You guys are taking some space, and people are figuring out what they want. But we have heart charge. The heart is charged up. The heart is open. There's something about the heart in this reading. It keeps coming up. The person that's watching this video, your heart, the change in your heart, the change in how you feel about yourself is actually transforming this connection. That's what I'm seeing. So the more healing that this feminine is doing on herself is actually providing a lot of healing for the masculine. You're not healing the masculine, but it's opening up this channel for the two of you to heal when it comes to this connection that you share. It's quite beautiful, actually. All right. So now let's take a look and get the energy of the biggest energetic influence that's either coming from other people or spirit. Spirit mermaids, love it. Okay, so again, you know, these people are connected. Both of these people are connected energetically. They really look at each other and they find each other just very, very beautiful. But there's also this energy of loving someone enough to set them free. It's kind of like allowing that bird to fly free and to find themselves. And if they return, they're yours. That's the energy that I'm getting here. So it's just like appreciating one another. You love each other enough to let each other go, to find your own way. And if that's back to each other, then that's wonderful. Then that's part of the plan. So that's the energetic influence of spirit and both people connected to it. Let's get the energy here of what is this person holding back as far as thoughts are concerned. I enjoy the thrill of the chase and want to surprise you. So please let me have the space so I can pursue you for a change. Wow. Okay, so what I'm immediately getting for this one, you guys, is that you may have chased this person in the past. You may have stopped doing that. Good for you. Because now what this is doing is it's giving this person an opportunity to finally miss you and figure out what they want and to pursue you and to make some sort of effort to be with you. And that might be what you have demanded, as in, I'm no longer chasing this person. If this person comes back to my life, they're going to have to make major efforts to be with me. I need a king or I need a queen. I don't need a knight or a prince or a page. I definitely need somebody who knows what the fuck they want. So that is what I'm getting for this. So your person is telling you, don't chase me anymore. Let me chase you. Okay. All right. And let's get some signs from spirit leading this connection. Force hammer. I feel like somebody has had to force someone else's hand in order to grow and in order to change. I feel like somebody may have had to cut someone off, and this has literally forced some sort of journey, because that mystery here, that's like a journey to me. It's like a portal for ascension. So I feel like spirit is leading the way at this point. So if you have found the will or the courage to let this person go and kind of do your own thing for a while, and you have allowed them to do the same, I feel like this is definitely being guided from a higher space. Yeah, see, it's part of the cosmic plan. And you know this. So I feel like there's a lot of trust. The person watching the video has a lot more trust than they used to about this particular connection and where it's basically headed, or, if it's going to head somewhere. It's like you're just trusting in the cosmic plan. Whatever is meant for you will be waiting for you. And you do know that you had to basically make some very difficult choices, almost force yourself perhaps to separate from this person so that way they can grow. And that's exactly what's happening right now. So good for you. Good for you. It is a mystery, of course, what's going to happen, because everybody has free will. We don't know exactly what's going to happen, but it's a beautiful journey that you're on, and you're on it for the ride. It's a ride of a lifetime. All right, let's end this reading here with some advice from spirit. Again, what did I... We have mystery and unseen, so I love how these cards come through. So again, the future is unknown what's going to happen here. Absolutely unknown, and that's okay. Because the thing is, sometimes we can see everything coming, we won't work hard for it. See, it's a destined partnership. Spirit's asking you to trust. What's destined for you will happen. You can't see it just yet, but you're not supposed to. And I'm also getting on the bottom of the deck, this is a relationship that is going to have a second chance. So this relationship is destined to have a second chance. So just try to trust. It doesn't mean to hold on and to, stay connected and screw everything else, because again, it does take this person to choose you in order for that to happen. But Spirit's saying to have a little bit more faith, because you can't see certain things. Things are a mystery, but they're meant to be this way in order for you to continue on your path. But this is destined. This is fated for you. This is a fated, beautiful experience. So anyways, you guys, I really hope that you enjoyed these pick a choice readings today. And I hope that you guys got a little entertainment from me doing a reading for someone here on camera, as well as me picking my own choice, which I normally don't do. So anyways, thanks so much for watching. And if you guys didn't care for this type of video, no worries. I'm always bringing forth new ideas every single week. So maybe you'll resonate next week if you didn't this week. All right, take care, you guys. Bye-bye.